Welcome back to Keep It Real Boxing. This is Cypher Box. So, Floyd Mayweather on Saturday night live on Showtime said if Gervonta Davis gets through his next opponent, we will see Davis versus Lomachenko next. He said that he's been in talks already with Top Rank Promotions, Todd LaBeouf from Top Rank Promotions. Todd LaBeouf has turned around and put a tweet out saying that he's confirmed that they have been in conversation with Mayweather Promotions regarding this potential fight. Before I continue, I'm just going to play a soundbite from Saturday night where Floyd Mayweather actually said all of this, so bear with me a sec.
And we also got Adrian Broner fighting and Gervonta Tank Davis. And if Gervonta Tank Davis win that fight, I already spoke to Todd LaBeouf from Top Rank. We look forward to Adrian Broner. We look forward to Gervonta Tank Davis fighting Lomachenko after this fight. We know Tank fights in April, Lomachenko fights in May. I already spoke to Top Rank, Todd LaBeouf, and we're going to make that fight happen between Lomachenko and Gervonta Davis.
A lot of news tonight. Got your promoter hat on as well. Thank you, Floyd. Always good to be with you.
Congratulations. Hall of Fame,
sir. Thank
2018.
you, sir.
You deserve it.
I appreciate it.
So there you have it. Floyd Mayweather confirming that should Gervonta Davis get through his next fight, we will see Tank versus Loma next. Now I'm going to talk about Tank Davis a little bit. I feel Tank Davis may be a little bit frustrated with Floyd Mayweather and Mayweather Promotions in terms of the way they're managing his career. Now, I did a video a few months ago which I got slated on for some reason, but my point in that video was, and it was about Tank and Loma when that fight was being talked about a few months ago as well, and I basically turned around and said that I didn't see why Lomachenko was wasting his time chasing after a fight with Tank Davis when clearly Floyd Mayweather and Mayweather Promotions don't want anything to do with Lomachenko. Alright? Floyd Mayweather kept saying in interviews after interview after interview, saying basically that, you know, we've got a plan for Gervonta Davis. You know, we've set out a plan, we've set out goals, and we're going to follow that plan. And nowhere in that plan at this moment in time does that feature Vasyl Lomachenko. So he's also turned around and said that Tank Davis has on many occasions asked about Lomachenko, about making a fight with Lomachenko, and Floyd Mayweather's just turned around and said to him basically, no, not yet. Think about 20 years, you know, think about the long game in the sport. Don't think about just the next few years or the next 5 years. You know, let's talk, you know, think about how we're gonna how we're gonna create longevity in your career, basically. You know, follow my game plan, follow my advice, and you know what, you're going to go really far in the sport and you're going to achieve a lot of things. But if you rush it now, you know, you're going to end up burning out early, is basically what Floyd Mayweather has been saying to Tank Davis. Now, call me a skeptic, you can call me skeptical if you want, but I think it's really funny how Floyd Mayweather has suddenly changed his tune on the whole subject of Tank versus Loma. I mean, last week we get Tank Davis putting up these Instagram posts where he's clearly not mentioning Floyd Mayweather by name, but he's clearly criticising Floyd Mayweather, claiming that he was forced into a IBF title challenge, you know, against Pedraza, which he won and he picked up the belt, of course. He did a second post as well, which I've noticed has been taken down since. I can't find it on his Instagram page, where he basically turned around and said that, you know, sometimes the people that you look up to, you know, are looking for you to fail because they don't want to see you do better than they did. So I'm guessing he's referring to Floyd Mayweather, that Floyd Mayweather set him up to fail really in that fight, that he put him in there too early. But he turns around and says, I was ready though, and I proved myself. But he feels that Floyd Mayweather was trying to set him up to fail because Floyd Mayweather didn't want to see him succeed. You know, he didn't want to see Gervonta Davis do better than Floyd Mayweather, basically. Now, on the back of that, Floyd Mayweather a few days later comes out on Showtime and says, hey, we're going to get Tank versus Loma next if Tank Davis beats his next opponent. And I don't know whether that's Floyd Mayweather cashing out on Tank Davis or potentially, You know, it could be the case of saying, well, hey, hold on, Tank might be, you know, Tank's unhappy right now. He's not happy with the way we're running things and how we're managing his career. He really wants this Vasyl Lomachenko fight. Let's give Tank what he wants. Let's put him in that fight. Or it could be, hey, this guy's too early for you, but you don't want to listen to me. Guess what? I'm going to throw you under the bus. Get in the ring and we'll find out. And when you lose, don't come crying to me. And then drops him like a bad habit. I mean, I don't know. You know, I just feel it's a little weird. That's all. That for months and months you've been talking down the Lomachenko fight, saying you've got your own game plan, you're going with your own set goals and plans that you've set out for your fighter, and then suddenly after he speaks out over social media, a few days later you turn around and say, hey, we're going to see, you know, Davis versus Loma next if Davis gets past his next opponent. It's just a little bit weird. Anyway, look, I just wanted to give my thoughts on it and put my thoughts out there. I was thinking about it over the weekend. End of the day, the fight itself, got no problem with the fight. Personally, I think, you know, Gervonta Davis versus Vasyl Lomachenko, good fight. Two young, hungry boxers. Should be interesting to see who comes out on top, in all honesty. But like I said, you know, we've got to wait and see. Both these guys need to get past their next opponents. Tank's got a fight coming up. And then we've got Lomachenko versus Linares on May 12th. So, you know, we've got to wait till all that unfolds. And then, apparently, according to Floyd Mayweather and Top Rank Promotions, we're going to see Gervonta Davis versus Vasyl Lomachenko. Got no problem. Like I said, got no problems with it. Actually, quite excited, actually. I think it'll be a really good fight. I'm not going to say who I think wins or how they're going to win. I want to see the next fights from these boys and see what goes down, because let's be honest, when Tank Davis in his last fight against Fonseca didn't look particularly good. He looked unfocused in that fight, so I'm hoping he's got that focus back now and he's going to get his career back on track, and, you know, get back to that form that he was before the fight with Fonseca. So I kind of want to see how he does in his next fight, and then of course I want to see how Lomachenko does with Jorge Linares. But as I said, great fight. Forget all the politics. As boxing fans, we shouldn't care about that. We should only care about that great fights are being made, or good fights are being made, and this is a good fight. Alright guys, as always, like, share and subscribe. Until next time, this is Cypherbox reminding you to keep it real.